Hey everybody, how do you like my new background? It's not done yet. I'm going to be painting lines on there to make it look just like a police lineup. 5 foot, 6 foot, all the way up. It'll be swell. Anyhow, the Pennsylvania primary was held this week, and Hillary Clinton defeated Barack Obama, thus sending the nomination into overtime. Hillary has suggested they have a bowl-off to decide the contest, but since Barack is not that good of a bowler, he is suggesting that they just go with whomever looks better in a bathing suit. In the meantime, Senator John McCain has said that the only real way to pick the next president of the United States is through a game of survival. So stay tuned, we'll see what happens. In the meantime, here's the best of the rest of this week's stories. Look, up in the sky, it's a bird, it's a plane, it's Super Priest. Down in Brazil this week, I swear they must be putting something in the holy water because the Reverend Adelir Antonio de Carli kind of went goofy when he thought it would be a good idea to take hundreds and hundreds of colorful festum helium-filled party balloons and strap them on his back. He just wanted to see how high up he could go. Well, unfortunately, he forgot to factor in things like wind direction and wind speed, and pretty soon he went really high up and out over the ocean and hasn't been seen since. Now, they said that he was wearing a helmet and waterproof overalls and also had a parachute, but since nobody has seen hide nor hair of him since he took off, I'm pretty much guessing that he's also added a pair of wings to that wardrobe. Down in Oldsmar, Florida, Sandra Frosty, a 69-year-old woman, got a little bit of a surprise this week. She woke up in the middle of the night, went down to the kitchen to get a glass of water, and turned on the light. Now, I know I have lived in apartments where in the middle of the night, if you go to the kitchen, turn on the lights, cockroaches scatter everywhere. Well, when she turned on the light, in the middle of her floor was sitting an 8-foot alligator. That's right, apparently she had forgotten to fully close the sliding glass door out to the patio, and the gator just wedged his way in looking for something to eat. Right here, this is reason enough for me to never ever want to move to Oldsmar, Florida. I don't want gators walking in my back door. The alligator was captured by wildlife authorities who took it outside, and they tied hundreds and hundreds of gaily decorated, colorful party helium balloons to its back and just let it go. Well, if you haven't been to church for a while, I might suggest that you take a trip this summer to Sydney, Ohio. Sydney, Ohio, where the Country Rock Church is established. And there, the Reverend Chris Heckerman leads services at the Pub Lounge, a local bar where he serves his parishioners beer and pizza and wings during the service. They even have a mechanical bull in the bar that the Reverend has used to demonstrate how to cope with getting along in life. Now, I can see the headlines on this just waiting to happen. I mean, it's not going to take too many Sundays with all the parishioners sitting around sucking back beers for somebody to come up with the idea, hey, you know what? What if we took hundreds and hundreds of helium balloons and strapped them to Reverend Heckerman? Up and away. So watch the newspapers for those headlines I'm predicting will come. My final story is one of monkeys gone wild. Down in Lakeland, Florida, 15 monkeys have escaped from a wildlife refuge. They had the monkeys on an island in the middle of a pond because monkeys, as everybody knows, cannot swim. Well, looks like somebody did a little evolving when no one was looking, because this gang of simians side-stroked their way to freedom, and they're now roaming abandonedly across the countryside. So if you live in the Lakeland, Florida area, you see a wild gang of monkeys, do not approach them yourself. Immediately call the National Enquirer. And definitely don't give them a whole bunch of helium balloons, because they're too smart to fall for that trick. Hey, that's all I have for you this week. Thanks for watching the Friday Funnies. See you next Friday.